Redditors from YouTube, hello and welcome to Minecraft vs. the Grier. I am the Grier and this is Minecraft. Last episode we left off with me still having yet to figure out how to make a pickaxe. I will eventually succeed here soon. But yeah, I was very confused. By the end of this video, I was less confused. Substantially less confused. And then after that, it was getting close to nighttime, so I hunkered down for nighttime. So that's what you're going to be seeing. Crafting at nighttime. Pretty boring, but I'm going to be talking about some things that might interest you if you are at all interested in the D&D portion of this channel. And I'm going to be talking about the various house rules that I'm going to be using in my upcoming campaigns. The first one is the clobbered variant rule from the 3rd edition the 3rd edition Dungeon Master's Guide. Basically, it's if you take more than half your current hit points in a single attack, you are clobbered for 1 round. And clobbered basically just means that you can only take 1 standard action. And then after that you are unclobbered. I like that idea because it makes damage actually mean something before spontaneous existence failure occurs. Another couple home rules or house rules that if you've watched all the D&D videos you probably picked up on is also, by the way, the clobbered rule is in effect starting next campaign or next session. So it hasn't been put into play yet. But some other rules that have come up are the critical hit and critical fumble decks. Those are Pathfinder decks. Each deck of 52 cards with 4 entries on each card for different types of attacks. And they do a pretty good job of making critical hits much more interesting. So, I use them. And then finally, the D30 of epicness. Just a general thing whenever someone does something particularly epic based on their rolls, I might give them a D30 check. And if they get a 30 or sufficiently high, like 29 or something, I might give it to them. They get extra special awesomeness. In the case of an attack, the prerequisites for this would be get 2 20s in a row. So threaten a critical, and then get a roll such that you would threaten a critical on your confirmation check had it been a normal. roll. Then you get to roll the D30, and if you succeed on the D30 check, then you kill them. You hit the weak spot for massive damage. Doesn't matter if it's an ant or the Trask. It does matter if it's the Trask because it's the Trask. But anything other than the Trask is dead. Might be able to come back, but it's dead. The Trask would just be brought down to -10 because it's the Trask. Then finally, the most unusual house rule that I'm planning on using, one that I came up with myself and is being implemented from here on out, but hasn't really come up before or previously, is an achievement system that I'm implementing. Basically, a player can earn achievements for doing things that deserve achievements, such as jumping into a rift in space and time, which gives you the That Was Dumb award. So yeah, the 3 original members of the party all have that achievement. And then, what are achievements good for? Well, they give you 2 things. First, they allow you to make mulligans, or use mulligans. So each session you can use an achievement once to give yourself a mulligan to reroll 1 d20 roll. And so if you have 1 achievement, you can get 1 mulligan a session. If you have 2 achievements, you can have 2 mulligans a session. If you have 20 achievements, you get to have 20 mulligans a session. Unless you've burnt one in the second way you can use them, which is a Deus Ex Machina. And how Deus Ex Machinas will work is you permanently burn 1 achievement. You can never use it again for Deus Ex Machina or mulligans, nor can you earn that achievement again. So it's still on your record as an achievement you've earned, you've just spent it. And then you state the obstacle that you wish to eliminate, and if I think that it's a waste of a Deus Ex Machina, I will tell you that I think it's a waste of a Deus Ex Machina, but you can still go ahead and use it anyways. And if it's something too broad, then I'll tell you it's too broad and you have to narrow it down. But otherwise, something happens and the problem is resolved, even though it would have killed you and eaten you for breakfast or something like that. So that's the what the Deus Ex Machina is for and how it can be used. And that's pretty much all of my house rules, except for like new items and things. But yeah, so Thank you for watching, and until we meet again, farewell.